good like this. Oh, oh my goodness, you guys, the storms are over. It's over now. Oh, the storm is over now. Thank goodness. You know, you guys, I didn't even work on my canon. I didn't even come in right in the intro. Welcome, my canon. We're back for a short second, just for a short, quick second. And on this one, before I lay it down, I had a moment to think about something that I was talking about and how I would react to certain things when it comes to relationships. And honestly, I have to tell you, I have to rethink, well, really change certain things on how I was thinking when it comes to certain situations that you are put in. It's like you'll never know how you will react until you are in it. Until you are in it. And the reason why I say this because these past couple of months and weeks and days, sometimes a year or two, I have just been a person that people can come to and for a little bit of advice. And I used to think that, don't you guys, you know, know what to do and how to do it. But then again, I have to, have a reflecting moment and think about when I was in it. When I was in a place of wondering what to do. You know, wondering what to do. Because I just never would have thought like I would be helping a few people that was older than me. Older than me out with certain things. Because usually I would have thought it would be the other way around. And usually I would have said, why can't they fix their own problems? But sometimes you need somebody to talk to. You need somebody. And I'm so glad that I don't think like I don't think in a way of um everybody's strong because everybody's not strong. And everybody can't sometimes figure it out. And I'm just glad that I am able to help a few people, you know, with something that I had experienced in my life. And it's a good feeling because I don't want these people out here, sad and depressed, not wondering, well, really wondering should they, walk away from situation. Now, only time I would tell them to walk away from a situation if it's abusive. But if it's just y'all having verbal arguments or y'all have a constant disagreement. Well, y'all constantly disagreeing with each other. I would just say give it a break. Take your time. Because I don't never want to be the one to tell someone to leave like on demand, and then and I may not know that well, I even though I know about the situation, but it may not be that big, of a deal. It may be small and petty, and I don't want to be the one to tell someone to walk away so quick because I wasn't so easy to walk away so quick. And sometimes it's best to tell a person, you can always talk to the person that you're laying down with, or whoever is your significant other, and just come to them and let them know how you are making, well, let them know how they are making you feel. You know what I'm saying? How they making you feel. Usually when I would when I was in that stage, excuse me. Usually when I was in that stage, um, I would get cursed. I would get cursed, or really cussed out, or ignored, or I don't get no answers. And my silly self, I still was trying to stick around. But one thing I have noticed, you can never change a person. They have to change on their own. They have to come to the realization that I am effed up in the inside. And if I want somebody, Hmm. If I want somebody, I'm gonna have to put away my childish ways. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of men and women, they have to grow. They have to grow out of this stage of being a, you know what, maybe they have a HOE in them still. And that spirit of that Jezebel spirit, or that yeah, it is that's really what it is for men and women. Because it don't matter what sex you are, you still can go out here and be very, 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 very loose. Very, very loose, very, very loose. But yeah, I kind of forgot a little bit of my train of thought. But I feel like people have to grow out of that. They have to grow out of the cheating. And I think cheating really is just another. It's just another addiction. Another really, it's just really a sex addiction. That's what it is. And I think once these people start to grow out of that, people will start being more faithful and willing to be married instead of being in a relationship. Because I feel like sometimes relationships don't hold any weight. That title, that merit, when you get them license, okay, and that ring. Well, first the ring first, then the license. But when you get that ring, it's just it hits different, you know. And when people get that little hoism, I mean not hoism, but that little whole spirit out of their bodies, things would be a lot better for people. Because a lot of, I would say the ones that I hear that's needing advice, they are dealing with people that may be either one, scared, or two, ain't ready to settle. They are still having fun with Tom, Jane, Dick, and Harry and Sally. You know, and it's sad to know that if you are dealing with someone that is like that, but it's up to you on how much you are willing to take. And sometimes when I talk to people about what they are dealing with, I instantly I get flashbacks like that was me a long time ago. That was me a long time ago. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that was me a long time ago. You know, and I'm not there no more. I had maybe a few people that I could talk to, but everybody else usually would did they look, they did not want to hear it. They would hang up the phone in my face or just stop talking to me. You know, they would just stop talking to me. But I'm not gonna give up on people that need help. Heck, I need help still to this day. I'm strong, but heck, I get weak too. I get weak too, but I still count on the Lord, and that's something that has helped me with certain things and situations. It's God, and also loving me, knowing what I'm willing to take and what I'm not willing to take, and having respect for myself, morals and values, because I didn't. I guess when I was going through that little stage, like some people that I know of, you're not respecting yourself. You're just lowering the value of yourself when you continue to go back to someone that's not good for you or treating you in certain ways. You just keep on downgrading yourself. you know. And I want to upgrade myself. I want to keep continuing to uplift myself and many others around me. Look, I am a reflection, you know, of my mother and my father, really my family, and how they raised me. I'm a reflection of that, and I will want to, you know, to try to stay encouraged and be encouraging to other people. Really, I really want to keep that with me as long as I'm here on earth, because people can be very, very cruel and insensitive about your feelings, and they be like, oh girl, they say, oh girl or boy, you can get out of that. Well, yeah, it's easy to say that, but when you are actually in it, how easy, or how well really how hard would it be for you to leave when you are really when your heart or when somebody really got your heart. They really got your heart to the point where that's all you really think about is them, and you're not seeing any change from them. It can really affect you. It really can. It really can. You know, and I'm the least person to tell someone to leave, like I said earlier, because I don't want to mess up anybody's future. I really don't. But sometimes I do feel like people need to take breaks. I really do feel like people need to take a break and see things and see how things will be after the break. And when I say the break, I mean like maybe y'all just maybe you or the other party doesn't just need time from each other, so when y'all get back together it's just like the first time that you met. Because when you can be underneath somebody, you can kind of smother them, and they won't like that. They will really kind of be like, "Oh, you're getting on my nerves." Look, I had somebody to tell me, they didn't. Look, I'm getting tongue tied. I'd have had somebody to tell me, and they did not even want. They didn't want to see me every day. I was like, "Oh my god, how could you tell me that?" I mean, I wanted to see you every day. I was just really, really head over heels for a person at that time. I'm glad they don't have my heart no more, but you know, I really do sometimes think that sometimes people need space a little bit and, come back together. You come back and regroup, refresh, refresh. And sometimes it is a little hard when you are dealing with someone that you love and you like, and y'all are working together. Ooh, my goodness. Look, just imagine. Look, I couldn't even imagine um, me with someone that I'm, in a relationship with, and I'm seeing them every day, and we not on good terms. It can affect. It will. Well, I would say it will affect your work because boy, y'all may clash. But we don't want nobody clashing on the work on the job. We don't need that. You know, we don't need nobody clashing on the job. Not at all. That's why I never really dated anybody. Anywhere I worked. Nope, didn't need to. And if something did happen, it was just something that was in the moment, and that was it. But we wasn't gonna do anything else outside of that, because you're not finna mess with my money. No one is gonna be coming between me and my money. No one. I don't care who you are. You're not gonna be coming between what is keeping me afloat. You know. Okay. Look, I still gotta wipe. I still gotta eat. I still gotta wash. Okay, I still gotta go get clothes. Okay, and other things that I need, and no one's gonna get in the way of that. So I would suggest take a break. Take a break. Take a break. Sometimes people don't want to take a break because they're so infatuated with one individual. But one thing I did hear, someone said you should date multiple people. And I feel like that is another option. But I wouldn't tell people that aren't going through little situations with they pop well with they boyfriends or girlfriend. I wouldn't tell them that because I would want them to work a situation out. But if you are one of those type of people that you're not trying to get, how can I say it? How can I say it? How can I say it? If you're one of the ones that's kind of not ready, then I would tell you, yeah, um, go out there and go find another person to date. And then if and try to see if y'all are compatible. If not, you know, find somebody else. If y'all are, just tell the other person goodbye and we can be friends. And you go out there and you try to make a new beginning with someone else. And there's nothing wrong with making new beginnings. I mean, if you're just dating, what's wrong with dating? I don't think nothing's wrong with it. I just don't. I would just say, just leave the sex out of it. Just leave the sex out of it, because soul ties is real, and some people get attached real quick, all because of the sex. I don't think the sex got me; it was the person. I remember when I told this person, I was like, I used to cry when I couldn't see you, and they was like, "Oh, you're just lust. You're just in lust." And I felt like at the time I was like, if I was so in lust, I would have been gone. I would have been gone, gone, gone. Hey, because before I met you, I had some, or maybe a few people that I met before the person that had my heart at one point in my life. I was like, man, you just don't know. You had somebody that was really, really down for you. I was coming off the porch down for you, you know, not willing to be around a lot of people. I'm a new face in the community. A lot of people don't look, don't even know who the hell I am. But and they all, a lot of people wanted me, and they still doing it, and it's kind of scary too. Sometimes, being a handsome person, it's like a blessing and a curse sometimes, because people, you're going to hear a lot of the same words a lot, and you're going to get a lot of the same convos a lot, from people when it's pertaining towards you. Mm, my goodness, the amount of look when I tell you the amount of times that I have heard different individuals tell me the same thing that I have already heard once before. I got to the asses, you know. It was a trip, but that couldn't trick me, baby. They couldn't trick me, They couldn't trick me at all. But yeah, like I was saying, a person really couldn't realize they had somebody that was really, really down for them. And it's so crazy now that this person continues to try to find their way back, around me, but they're not getting me. It is what it is. I'm just happy right now. I'm just happy just being at this place where I'm at. And I'm trying to tell a few people that too that I talk to with their issues, just be happy and just be getting more in tune with you, you know. Although you are trying to make something work with somebody, but you can't please everybody. Not even the one that you say that you love. You just can't. You can't please nobody but God. You know. You just can't. You just can't. You just can't. Oh my goodness! They didn't know I was on live, and they texted me. Uh, but yeah, some people don't know what they got until it's gone. And now that I'm gone, I've been gone for, see, 7 years. It's been about 7 years. I've been gone from that situation from seven. Yeah, it's been about 7 years. 7 years of dealing with all. It might have been 6 years of that, of dealing with a person that was kind of taking me down through there. Yeah, but yeah, I guess it's just been 7 years of me knowing them. But yeah, they just didn't know what they had. But now I think now they are really figuring it, really trying to figure some things out. But I'm not gonna be the one. I'm not never gonna be the one for that person. You know, I feel like what we had. That was fun. That was something that we had in my 20s. And I was young and didn't know too much about certain things in the community. And we would never be anymore. We'll never be like how we once were. And that's okay. I'm not really upset about that. I have moved past from that. I am just like, I'm a different person. I'm a different person. And I just don't know how like, I can't even meet up with this person. I just can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I just only could be a friend. I can't meet up with you. Because when you meet up with people that has had a liking and an infatuation with you and other things that came along with you, it's kind of hard for them to be like accepting the new you. And I wish some of them would learn how to accept you know the new me, and and you and y'all got in you guys case the new you. You know what I'm saying? Some can't accept that. They still thinking that you're going to be doing the same old things as you once did years ago, or you know, however many moons it was, and it's not. Life is not gonna be like that for you cheaters out there. Life is not gonna be like that for you. I want to have my cake and eat it too. Life is not gonna be like that. People are going to change, and when you do change, baby, don't look. Don't look back. Keep pedaling forward. No back pedaling, pussy popping over here. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't. I wouldn't suggest it. Now that is something that I would not suggest. Now, if you want to try to work it out with somebody, I will give you that advice for that. I will try to give you advice if you want to work out with somebody that's a little bit of an asshole. But you know, hey, that's on you. You know that's your look. That's your milk. If it spills over, don't you can't continue to cry over. And I tell people that too. Don't be crying over nothing that you know you can change. Now, don't be doing that, because then you're not only wasting your time, you're wasting my time. You know, I had talked to someone today. And they kind of got back in a little situation with someone. I thought about it. I thought it was okay, but I also thought about the not so good days that I heard someone that I cared about, you know, and they telling me and discussing with me about certain things that a person is doing to them. I'm like, oh my goodness, you may need to just try to move on. But like I told you, sometimes not so it's not so easy. Or you can just try to continue to make something work. You don't necessarily have to be sleeping with these people. You don't necessarily have to be, um, you know, booed up. Y'all can just be, hey, get to know each other on some on a friendship. Have a friendship. Have a friendship instead of trying to get in a relationship so quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. Instead of trying to get in a relationship so quick, just try to have a friendship. I wish I would have, had a friend. Well, tried to at least attempt to have a friendship with someone that I used to like a lot. But maybe you know what? Maybe things would have been a little bit different. Who knows? But you live and you learn. You live and you learn. Because I ain't crying over no spilled milk. Mm-mm. Nope. Those days of going to sleep and all stopped up because you done got yourself all in your feelings and emotional. Those days are over. I don't even like crying. I don't even know the last time where I even had an ugly cry moment. Because sometimes you need moments to relieve yourself. From the stresses, from the stress of the world, the stresses of the stresses of this world that we have to deal with. Oh my goodness! Sometimes you need to just cry it out, and then you got to deal with your life, dealing with life stuff. It's just like, oh my goodness, what more? It's like sometimes I feel like if it's not one thing, it's another thing. And I hate it sometimes when it gets like that, but yeah, I know we just gotta continue to be strong and push right on through. Push right on through. We ain't gonna mark. We ain't gonna mildew. We gonna barbecue. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna mildew on that one. We gonna barbecue. We gonna continue to do and be the best that we can be. You know, I ain't got all the answers. I tell people that to this day, I don't have the answers. Sometimes, when I have gave all of my advice out that I could give out, I don't know what else to say, but to be a listening ear to you, and I I just say if you want to continue with that, you can. You can. Just don't be, don't be a fool to the extent of allowing someone to just do you any kind of way. Don't be a fool, because when you play the fool, man, I swear, that's just like one of the worstest feelings. But you can't blame anybody because you are playing the fool and you are putting yourself in those situations. You know, and it's so crazy how when you could be in that, you don't feel it that much like a fool. You may feel a little stupid, but not that much of a stupid, because because you're still trying to make it work and trying to figure this person out. But baby, sometimes it can be worth it. Sometimes it's not worth it. Sometimes it's just best to cut things off and cut people loose. Like I'm so glad that you know I had to kiss a few ugly frogs to get to a few people that actually did care about me. You know, for real, for real. There was a lot of people that came around and just they was just mean people, mean and hateful people, ugly. I mean, just real ugly to me. But I never left. I really, for me, I don't. I never left off with anybody that I have. Well, that's a lie. That's a lie. But I never. I would say I never left off on a term of I'm trying to destroy you as a person or tear you down verbally or cause harm upon you. I would just leave. You know, because I would just leave. And when I leave a situation, when I leave a situation, usually I would say in peace, in peace. When I ain't saying nothing to you or bothering you, and I done decide to step back. And you should, and I would say sometimes you got to learn how to step back. When you step back for a little minute, oh yeah, they'll call you back. Or look, they'll try to get in touch with you. That's the part that's funny to me. But I'm glad on my end it was differently. You know, once they was gone, they were gone. They were gone, and I didn't. I did have questions a few times about why certain things happen so quick. Sometimes I had sometimes I had certain situations that was kind of repeating themselves, and I'm like, why is this pattern happening? Like, why am I having to go down this lane, with the frogs? I'm trying to talk very, very subliminal so I don't say too much. But why? Why? Like, why do I have to go down through that? Me go down this road with that, with these people. Like, but it was just life. Well, it was just something that I had to go through in life. And I guess it was just another sign from the Heavenly Father that person is just, it's not meant for you. Continue to move out. Continue to move on. I don't know why I get every time I get on camera, my sinuses are starting. Hold on, you guys. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, I'm back now. See, that's the night. See, that's the way that you're supposed to do it. That's the way that you supposed to do it. You don't get on here. I cannot stand that. I cannot stand when a rude ass content creators do not go on mute. Ooh, that's another. Ooh, that's another thing I can't. Don't get on that. Let me not go off into another 10 because I hear a lot of sniffing and hawking and coughing and I could be eating my meal and I hear all of a sudden I hear you go. mm, now my appetite is ruined. I think it's rude. I think you don't give a damn about your supporters. Uh-huh. When you do all that coughing in my face and then sneezing and hawking that stuff up and sucking it back up into your nose and I can't stand it. I just cannot stand that. I can't stand it. Oh, I can't stand it so bad it gets on my damn nerves. It gets on my freaking nerves. Oh, it gets on my nerves. Like you couldn't do that before you got on camera. You couldn't go on mute. You couldn't get your asses on mute. You just couldn't get your. I mean, it don't matter what color they are. You just couldn't get your asses on mute. Oh, I can't stand that. I had to get that out because it happened again today with somebody out that I was watching, and it really pissed me off because I was really enjoying a good breakfast, and then all of a sudden, when I heard those sounds, threw me off, threw me off, threw me all the way off. I didn't like it. Mm-mm-mm. Oh yeah, and see, I'm so passionate about this.
thing, but I'm so passionate about it. That's why I'm talking about it right now. I had to get off my other topic to get on this topic because I'm just like, oh, we ain't doing that over here. It's certain things that you would see that I would do. I know I may come on here sometimes having a glass, but baby, I am considerate for some of you guys. I am very considerate of my supporters. I don't want y'all seeing certain things. You won't look. You wouldn't dare catch me on camera looking, kind of not you look. How can I say that? Because I don't want people to be saying, "Oh, you talking about somebody." But it has been people that has been coming on camera that do videos and stuff, and they don't, they sometimes they forget to, cut. Just sometimes you just make sure you continue to make sure you look good. You always gotta make sure you always stay looking good. You know, you gotta look presentable. You always gotta look presentable. Anywhere I go, I don't give a damn if I go to the store, baby. If I will find a fit and put it on real quick and and go out there and get what I get and take it right on back off and put it back in the closet real quick. Yes, indeed, that's me. I know that sounds a little crazy, but that is me. I mean, I'm going to always be dressed when you see me. I am well, not all the time because I may have days where I'm busy, and I may have a job that I may be sweating and getting dirty, so you won't be seeing me in my good stuff. But if I ain't got to do all that, baby, you're gonna see me dressed. You're gonna see me dressed, baby. And I always get compliments anytime I hit the pavement. Anytime I hit the pavement, I don't even be looking for it, but they come up to me and they get and they look. When I tell you they will give me a good old compliment, I be like, "Thank you," and they be asking me where I get it from. Like, I got it offline, or no, I just say, "Oh, it's just something I found in the closet." Because a lot of my stuff is well, strangers don't know this, but I take care of my stuff. You know, I don't have a lot, so the little that I do got, I have to take care of it. You know, I'm not with the brands. I don't have to have the brands. I don't have to have the, trying to keep up with the Joneses. I ain't got to be like that. I ain't come from that. That ain't my lifestyle. I'm gonna continue to be a cheap. You know what? And I don't care if I look cheap. I don't care. I don't care. As long as I'm comfortable, that's all that matters. hmm That's all that. Look, that is all that matters. For real. That is all that matters. What's up, Charles? How you doing? But yeah, that's all that matters. You said I can't see you. Well, I don't feel like being on camera right now, so yeah, I make a lot of videos sometimes not being on camera because I don't always like my face being shown like that. Especially when I don't feel like getting on camera. Even though I am camera ready, but I don't feel like putting on clothes to get behind the camera. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to, I don't want to be naked. Usually I would be naked, like coming on without a shirt. I would have pants, or I would have shorts on, of course, but I don't want that. I'm trying to work on that image of just coming out here looking bare. Nope. Mm-mm. I don't want to look, I don't want to look like I'm just some person off the streets that's panhandling. Mm-mm. When I go back to my old videos, I be like, "Oh my god, I was a mess. I sounded a mess. I was sounding hot as." When I tell you like this, you guys, I was sounding terrible. I think people was lying to me back then too. I was sounding terrible. I can't believe I even post some of them videos up there. I sounded terrible. We was doing some crazy, silly stuff. Some of those videos are coming down, down, down. Even though they won't be erased officially from the internet, but they are coming down, down, down. I got to do a whole refresh of the Castro Cannon brand, baby. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. We're gonna be doing a refresh around her. You heard me. Shout out to Memphis, Tennessee. Cuban Link. I should say Cuban Link. I can't speak like them. They talk different than I do. But yeah. Well, like I was saying, it's all in the plan. It's all in the plan. Y'all see how I just got off a good topic just to get on that other topic that didn't really mean anything. I didn't even really mean to even bring that up because I had already talked about that already. Hmm. It happens. It happens, you guys. It happens. But I was over here enjoying a good old pork chop. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna go to the store tomorrow to load up on some grocery. But I've been kind of eating kind of light, trying to watch certain things because I have a habit of eating sometimes the same foods over and over again in the same in the week, back to back. It's the same foods, and I have to break that up. I gotta change. It's like you gotta rotate things around, and it's healthy for you. So, you know, this week was salads. 2 days of no, it was 3 days of salads, and then a little bit of protein. I'm trying to stay away from the starches because I love me a good potato. And I love pasta. I'm a pasta head. I enjoy it. Pasta is the only food that I say that I would consider a good comfort food, and it can make you feel full. But it's just the aftermath of you know, the pasta, the starch. Everything's turning into sugar. And I love potatoes. One of my favorite meals besides spaghetti is Salisbury steak. And I'm going to get me some Salisbury steak. hmm See, here in Arkansas, we have pick five since we are not, well, they consider us one of the poorest states in the South. And we are. It is what it is. Well, we're still making it. Hell, it is what it is. Life is life. But, we have this thing here where you can pick 5 items and you get it for $20. So I will be making my way down there to get some, give me a pick five. We call them pick fives down here. Get a pick of five for $5, and I ain't gonna lie, they be loading you up on them pick fives, baby. I know how to shop. If some folks they just be picking stuff, and then when they get to the register, they paying a couple of $100. I know how to shop. I'm not no fool. Mm-mm. And I'm not getting cheap stuff either. I'm just getting stuff that I know I can use that I need instead of getting things that I don't need. You know what I'm saying? It's a waste. It really is a waste. Oh my! Ow! I can't see. I gotta read a comment. Somebody done said something. Probably a troll. Every now and then I used to be with my friends, but they all just left me hanging. Oh, I don't know why I don't know why I have these things or these blinds open. I have to learn how to shut them. But I'm being like white folks nowadays. Our neighbors be even though I'm not technically in the bad part of the hood, I'm kind of on the good side of the hood. So therefore, we kind of can just we live in a neighborhood where we have a few stragglers. They come in there. But don't nobody bother you or break into your house over here. I can go to the store and I can leave the door unlocked and I can walk down to the store. You know. Now some may say it's not safe, but I can leave it. I can leave it right. I can leave it unlocked and go to I can go to 3 stores in a short amount of time and be back at the house. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Yes, I used to do some. Oh, I ain't. I don't think I should say that on here, but just know it's ways where it has been some times where I used to be on the go, and I used to have like some a few bags in my hand, so I just go around behind the building and leave it right there for a little short time because when nobody gonna bother it. And I come back and still there. It's kind of like one of those neighborhoods, but it's not white folks' neighborhood. It's not white. It's just a mixture of elderly people. A lot of them have died off. We're getting a lot of young people that's moving in if that has families. But yes, I be man. You can. psh, I shouldn't say it like that, but you sure can do that here. Only in this part of town. I would say in certain parts of towns. Well, in certain areas in the hood. Only in the hood. Well, no, not only in the hood, but I would just say only in this on this part, only in this area on this side in the hood. I put it like that. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I be moving around. You guys are moving around. I forgot. Man, I didn't even read this thing. Ooh, my eyes blurry. Oh, I can't. I don't know what that is. That person speaking something else. I don't know what that is. Someone speaking some Spanish. But yeah. What is okay? So since I got off the relationship thing, I gotta respond back to this person because I sure forgot. Hold on, you guys. Give me a second. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I'm about to help my baby out. Oh, don't be feeling like that, girl. Oh man, I hate it. See, look, I'm over here helping folks, still in the middle of the night. My job. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I don't know. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I'm not gonna say that. But I'm gonna say I'm glad God has put me in people's lives for a reason, in a little bit of a season. Cause boy, some people don't have friends out here, you guys. You know, I talked to a few people that maybe they only talk to maybe one or two people, and that's it. And I'm the second person. That's it. you know. But I would say when it comes to that too, though, it's okay to go out and meet folks. Just try to get to know a person, read them. If you want to make a new friend, y'all ain't gotta be BFFs, but read, read between the lines, figure the person out, so you can know, so you can know who you're dealing with, and you can be the judge if you want them to be a friend or just an associate. Because honestly, I feel like in today's times, today's time, we have a lot of people that has a lot of associates than friends. You can only be a friend for their own convenience. I have experienced that a lot. I was just only a friend for their own convenience, and that's a sucky feeling to feel like, though. Sucky feeling, but it was it was my reality. You know, and sometimes I do question now with the ones that I do love, but it's all about what you show me. Because when you say you my friend, but you show me a different side, or a different energy from you, I question that. I question, you know, your being, or you really you being around me. Why? You know, I question that because the energy doesn't lie. The energy doesn't lie because we all like spiritual beings. We just live in a human experience, and we all come from the same place. So of course we all have that same type of intelligence when it comes to one another. So yeah, you know, I read a lot of people. I would say that a lot of folks can act the same, but everybody ain't the same. But people can have similar characteristics. Okay, we all are different out here, but we can have some similar characteristics. Ain't that something? It is really really something how we all can have similar characteristics, but we all are different people out here. hmm We all are different out here. It's something. We don't answer the people that comes in here. Not even add anything. Let me help you up on out of here. All right, there you go. Got you up on out of here. And you know what? That's gonna be my new thing. Anytime I see any rude comments now, I'm not gonna even I'm not gonna even mention your name or even mention it. It's just gonna be getting. I'm just gonna surprise you. Yeah, that's gonna be my new thing. I'm gonna give you a surprise. I'm gonna give you a good old gift. And I'm gonna be like, surprise. What you want? Look, once I give it to you, I'm gonna be like, surprise. You're out. You can't even comment. Let me, John. How you gonna try to throw some God? How you gonna try to throw God up in my face? I don't get that. Let he without sin cast the first stone, baby. Let he without sin cast the first stone. So why are you casting stones towards me, as if you haven't did anything in your life that was a little sin. Nigga, please get your ass up on out of here with that shit. And if you're still listening to you, I'm telling you like this, bitch. Please, bye. I don't give a fuck about none of your about anything that you said to me. Yeah, because when you have had a little slight of what? Sin, temptation, going against the grain of what God has said to you. And you want to try to come with me, trying to pass judgment upon me? Huh? Nigga, please. Nigga, please. Ooh, that felt good to get out. If you know what, that it really did. It really did feel good to get that out. All these hypocrites out here, especially the straight ones. Y'all get so well. And when I say that, it's not everybody that is straight. It's not like them, but for real, like, come on now. Y'all are passing judgment on people that like in the same sex, but at the same time, you're out there doing the same thing that they are doing with the opposite sex. Nigga, please, how can you come at somebody about what they're doing in their life when your asses is fucking and sucking and hopping on this and that and doing this and drinking and doing this and getting high on this and drug and that drug? And, oh, we're gonna be passing some stones today. We're gonna be passing some stones today. I'm just saying, sometimes it just really gets to my nerve. It really does. And I know sometimes I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. I'm so tired of people trying to analyze and ostracize, ostracize people out here. It's just ridiculous. Ugh, it's ridiculous. I would never dislike someone, by the choices, when it comes to certain things, like things like who they liking or how they dress, how they look, or if that's what they do, that's what they do. I can't tell you. I mean, I can't really judge you because there's days where I may look in the mirror and be like, oh my goodness, I look a sight, or yikes, that's you. I ain't got time to be like, oh, you need to be changing this and changing that. I can give you a word. Look, I can give you a little bit of word of encouragement if you want me. If you want my advice. But I'm not gonna just sit around and judge you. For what? I'm a filthy rag too, just like you are, guys. I say we all are filthy rags. Y'all know that. Falling short. We all are falling short, and probably gonna continue to fall short. But when you do fall short, it doesn't mean you can't get it together. Just like if you got baptized. Yeah, you can't. How you once did things, you need to switch it up. But at the same time, you're still gonna live your life. You're still gonna do certain things. Just don't think you got it. You're gonna be perfect, because you're not. No matter what you try, no matter how hard you may try to. Well, no, I would say no matter how easy you may try to switch it up. But hey, no one will be perfect. Not around here. But you guys, it's been real. I'm getting sleepy. I'm gonna put this food up because I don't think it's time. I don't think it's good for me to eat late at night like this. I'm gonna have to cut this at least stop doing this at nighttime. I'm gonna cut that short. Eat very little, you guys, so you don't be up all in the wee hours of the morning. And on that note, you guys, y'all be blessed and not stressed. And I will chat with you guys later on. Peace.